What's up, everybody? In today's video, we're going to talk about Wrestlemania. Everybody loves Wrestlemania. You guys love Wrestlemania. I've been watching a lot of highlights from WrestleMania 25, WrestleMania 13, 17, 20, 29, 30. One of my favorite WrestleManias. Those are my favorite WrestleManias, right? You guys love WrestleMania, right? So, I saw some rumors, right, about WrestleMania's location and where they're going to be at next year. Well, we only have a few months away, so it shouldn't be that serious. So they're saying that WrestleMania is going to be in Louisiana. The Rock came out on SmackDown and said WrestleMania 42 is going to be in Louisiana, New Orleans, right? Then, now we're in May, right? About 3 months later, WWE and TKO are struggling, right? Talking about where WrestleMania should be at. We should go in London. People are saying WrestleMania should go to London or they should go to fucking Las Vegas. Huh? I'm confused here. I thought WrestleMania was going to be in Louisiana. You know what I'm saying? Why is TKO and WWE so worried about where WrestleMania should be at? You know what I'm saying? If we've been having the worst 5 WrestleManias of all time. From 36 all the way to now. It's been the worst of all time. You know what I'm saying? Even though 32 and 35 were bad. But I think 35 WrestleMania was great. WrestleMania 35 was great. No doubt about it. You can't make me change my mind up in there. You know what I mean? So, you're going to tell me they're so worried about where WrestleMania is going to be yet, but they're not building their stars. They're not building any more main eventers. They're not building younger stars. In my fucking opinion, Drew McIntyre should be getting over. And what I mean by that, you should be having The Miz lose to Drew McIntyre. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if Miz has been losing and beating everybody up. But in my personal opinion, Drew McIntyre should be facing former world champions. Have him have a feud with Randy Orton. You know what I'm saying? Have Randy Orton put over Drew McIntyre. You see what I'm saying? WWE can't think of anything like this. But they're so worried about commercials and worried about where WrestleMania is going to be at. And in my opinion, nobody wants to see WrestleMania being in Las Vegas for the second time in a row. And they keep hyping of fucking Travis Scott to come to WWE for Money in the Bank. What, Travis Scott's going to win Money in the Bank? He's going to win Money in the Bank and what? He's going to retire John Cena this summer? Man, get out of here with that dumb shit, bro. Nobody wants to see that. And I'm sure none of you want to see that. If anybody wants to see Travis Scott as WWE champion, you gotta be stupid. You know what I'm saying? I highly doubt that would happen, but who really cares about Bad Bunny coming? I don't have a problem with Bad Bunny. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he got bad music, but Travis Scott's got the worst. You know what I'm saying? Travis Scott's one of the worst rappers of all time, and I don't like how Triple H and The Rock here wants to suck other artists' dick just to come to WWE. Unacceptable shit. What they should be focusing on is having The Miz be a mid-card matches. The Miz should be an upper mid-carder. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to focus on none of this shit. They want to focus on where WrestleMania should be at and this and that. But WrestleMania used to be so good, man. Used to be so special. Would be the best cards of all time. You know what I'm saying? We'll have Christian versus Chris Jericho. We'll have Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. Undertaker versus Kane. Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Chris Benoit, even though he was a murderer. But Chris Benoit was one of the best mid-carders. He was a great wrestler. But let's be honest, nobody really give a fuck about Chris Benoit. We had John Cena versus Big Show. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I could go on, bro. We had a great Money in the Bank ladder match. Edge, Christian, Shelton Benjamin, Kane, Chris Jericho. You know what I'm saying? Edge won the match. Who else was in the match? I don't know who I'm forgetting in the match. But you know what I'm saying? I think it was Booker T. Come on now, man. We got Undertaker versus Randy Orton. That WrestleMania. Come on, man. What the fuck is happening? Now we're getting a old depressed John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, who's a jobber for 20 years of his fucking life at this point. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, where Drew McIntyre is supposed to be the main eventer. He's supposed to be in his prime of his career. You know what I'm saying? We have Tiffany Stratton, who's the worst wrestler of all time, against Charlotte Flair, where Charlotte Flair should be facing, Becky Lynch in their fucking last retirement match. I don't even care. In my opinion, I at least wanted to see, I don't fucking know. I really wanted to see Bianca versus Jade or Naomi for that women's world title. That's where we're supposed to be at. But WWE is so focused on other shit. They're doing long-term storytelling. WWE wants to tell us to sit back, watch the show. No, we ain't watching shit. You know what I'm saying? Your viewerships are going down the drain. And you expect us to enjoy this product and respect this shit. And you're worrying about where WrestleMania is going to be at. Well, how about this? How about you release Finn Balor, fucking Shinsuke Nakamura, and I don't fucking know. I don't even care if you release Montez Ford at this point or Angelo Dawkins. But the reason Triple H is probably keeping Montez Ford to keep Bianca happy because Bianca is their golden girl. So it's understandable right there. I wouldn't even be surprised. But let's be real. Without Bianca, I don't think Montez would be here. But I think Montez has the potential. But you're wasting this guy. You might as well send the Street Profits to AEW with the Hurt Business to make a whole Nation of Domination faction or something. I don't know. Make it a whole Hurt. Make it the Hurt of Domination. I don't fucking know. The Hurt Domination. I don't even care. I can see some shit like that. Because the Hurt Business has been doing their thing in AEW. And I got some AEW reviews coming soon. But still, AEW sucks. But there's some good shit going on. But one thing I can say about AEW, the wrestlers are wrestling consistently and cutting promos and interesting segments and promos. You see what I'm saying? The WWE doesn't want to do that because Triple H is using AI. I bet $100, bro. I'm gonna put on $100, bro, that Triple H is probably using AI to write these scripts, bro. Because there's no way you're gonna have Chad Gable cost Penta the match every week. Why don't Penta win the match and then Chad Gable and then brought backstage into the parking lot or something? Why don't you make Chad Gable, I don't know, run over Penta. Penta hits Chad Gable with a semi-truck. Make some interesting shit happen. But WWE doesn't want to do any cool shit. You remember when Hulk Hogan ran over the Rock and Hamlets in a semi-truck? We don't get that anymore. You know what I'm saying? Stone Cold will come in, run over, and spray beer on Vince McMahon and The Rock and Shane McMahon. You know what I'm saying? The Undertaker would come in and grab Kane and duck his ass under the ring, and Kane would start crying and shit. You see what I'm saying? We don't get any of that cool shit no more. Instead, we have repeated matches and repeated promos. And the only one who really understands the wrestling landscape, and I understand wrestling is fake. You know what I'm saying? Wrestling is fake, but you need to understand the art of it. You know what I mean? And the art of wrestling is this. Everybody can't be the same. You have to have everybody being different characters. I'm going to bring up an example. In Attitude Era, The Rock, you know, he do the probable elbow. You know what I'm saying? Have the eyebrow, he'll eat pie, make jokes. You know, Triple H, he's a cerebral assassin with long hair. He's like a rock and roll star coming in and just kicking ass type character. You know, Undertaker, who's a dead man coming from the dead and shit. Kane, who's burning people. Kurt Angle drinks milk, who's an Olympian. You know what I'm saying? Stone Cold drinking beer, kicking his boss's ass. We have different characters. You know what I'm saying? Mick Foley with his three faces. We have the fucking the Mankind with the lunatic psycho person. You know what I'm saying? Doula, the happy guy, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? We have different. This is not what WWE is doing here. Like literally, we have Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens coming out talking about, oh, I deserve this. Oh, I respect you. I do respect you, but I love you, but I hate you. You treat me like shit. That's what we're getting. You know what I'm saying? We don't have nobody coming out there ready to fight and being different. We have women coming out there being like men now. Bianca, who's buffed up, huge as shit. People calling her the female John Cena. She ain't no female John Cena. Rhea Ripley coming out there looking like an email rock star, looking like a boy. You know what I'm saying? If you got wrestlers out here crying and bitching, demanding shit, and respecting how much they love somebody. And the one who's so embarrassing and really fucking this up and leading that generation is Cody Rhodes. And you're damn right, Cody Rhodes is the face of WWE. Now WWE is a bunch of crybabies. You know what I mean? Triple H doesn't understand this. Like, how can you not understand this, bro, if you grew up in the same era, in the Attitude Era, where everything was popping? You know? He doesn't even give a fuck. Because they're going to be so rich that WWE is going to die, bro. So what? We're going to bring WWE WrestleMania to Saudi Arabia? No? Is that what we're going to do? Right? Let me know. And they're talking about Sami Zayn should win the Royal Rumble and win his WWE Championship, his first championship. Wow. Now, I understand Vince McMahon, you know, and you got to give people opportunities. But you should have did this a long time ago. You should have given Sami Zayn this opportunity, especially when Vince was in power. But Vince McMahon understood that Sami Zayn's not going to draw me any money. Brock Lesnar's going to draw me money. Roman Reigns going to draw me money. But, you know, he even understood. They're not going to draw me millions, but they're going to draw me some money for this damn company, right? And Vince McMahon understood big man that he could draw. That could draw the fucking company. Now Roman Reigns is just a jobber. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit right now. I don't like it. So if WrestleMania is going to be in Las Vegas for the second time in a row, this is going to be nothing new. This is going to be nothing new. So what? Travis Scott's going to have a new remix coming out? Nobody cares, bro. So yeah, if WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia, it's going to be the worst of all time. You know what I'm saying? We can't even see the women coming out there with their fucking natural bodies. Now we got to see them covered up. Like, come on now. Bro, you know what I'm saying? Who wants to see that at WrestleMania, bro? I don't. I fucking don't. So yeah, WrestleMania has been the worst as ever been, and WrestleMania 42 is just gonna be the worst, literally.